Hey, my name is Stefan Ostermann, and I'm sales manager and trainer at LG Electronics. And I'm in that renewable energy sector for more than 20 years now, with all ups and downs that industry had. But for me, it's more a passion than a job. And in the next roughly 50 minutes, I will answer the question to you, why LG is one of the top brands in Scandinavia. I would put my money on the sun and solar technology. What an energy source. I hope we don't have to wait for oil and coal to run out before we tackle that. That is from Thomas Edison, 1931. And if I could ask Thomas Edison whether it makes sense to invest in renewable energies or not, he surely would answer, yes, of course. It is a need to slow down climate change, to meet the goals agreed in Paris of limiting global warming by 1.5 degrees until 2100. We are the last generation to make the difference. But at the same time, we are the first generation that feels the effects. Storms, forest fires, and floods are increasing significantly from year to year. That issue has already reached society and politicians, especially in Europe, and they have set ambitious expansion targets for solar and wind energy. Germany, for example, is planning almost 4 times as many new PV plants within 8 years as have been built in 20 years. And how do we manage to maintain our position with our premium module in that very competitive market? And how we can be one of the top brands in Scandinavia and also other countries? Just ask somebody who does not come from the industry, what do you have on your roof? What kind of solar system is it? And maybe they can tell you something about like, it's producing electricity. But mostly it's everything they can tell you. But if you have a customer with such an installation with an LG system, and you ask him, hey, what kind of installation do you have on your roof? He will definitely answer, I have an LG system on my roof. And with a little proud inside his voice. And where does it come from? A very popular graphic in anything to do with decisions is the iceberg. The visible 20% above the sea surface represents the rational decisions. And here you can unleash a veritable storm of arguments, technical details, and everything about your product. But if you don't reach the emotional part below, your customer won't move any bit, because below 80% of the decision is made by emotions. And that is why we ask ourselves what motivates people, or what had they for a kind of motivation to buy a PV system. And therefore, we started a survey at the end of 2020, and with very clear results. In the first place, respondent named saving costs, which is not so much surprising given the price developments. After that, independence from energy supplier was named, followed by doing something sustainable. But what's behind this? The need for security. The fear of whether I can still be able to afford the cost of electricity in a few years. Some people probably already see themselves with candlelights sitting together, but without romance. Factors such as performance and quality, warranty conditions are decisive for the purchase. Here, too, the need for security is reflected in the fear of the investment. Especially as a private person, you don't spend 15 to 20,000 euro on daily basis. And basically, people tend to trust products or companies they know, brands that are known for innovation, synonymous for quality and design. LG Electronics and its associated companies accompany you through everyday's life, whether it's smart helpers in the household or enjoying the game with your favorite team. Maybe you're watching already that video on one of our monitors, or you have had an LG entertainment system navigating you home or into your office. And innovation, quality, and design can also be found in our solar modules. They have been developed to generate the best possible yield at all weather conditions, and that for more than 25 years. Over this period, our modules are covered by a 25 years product and performance warranty. The core of our modules are the LG Neon 2 solar cells, an N-type cell with TOPCon, with atomic layer deposition, and we also do a double texturing on our cells. Simply put, when lights enters into our cell, it cannot find the way out due to all the extra layers we are doing. And in its quest to find the way out, it generates a lot of more energy than conventional solar cells. Minority carrier lifetime. This is the factor at stake. It's only about nanoseconds, but whether the carrier is already neutral after 10 or 300 nanoseconds, that makes a difference. Our module generates more energy, especially when the irradiation is weak or the position of the sun is not the best. And the extremely positive side effect is to our eye, a deep black cell, because it absorbs all the light and is not reflecting anything. So if you look closely, you will see those fine wires that distribute the current better while minimizing resistance and electrical losses. This is our jello technology. So with a system from LG, you contribute more for the fight against climate change than with other modules. Every kilowatt hour counts and will become increasingly more important in the future, whether for heating or for electromobility. So LG cares, but so innovation and design is already taken here. But will it really remain for 25 years? Yes, of course. With all the wind and snow up here? Yes, of course. And we guarantee that for more than 25 years, with an output guarantee of more than 90% after 25 years. And do you know any other product on the market that is able to do that? So all modules have 40 millimeter frame. Yeah? So with that frame, they could resist more than 800 kilograms snow. And also wind does not harm the module. It can be a storm with more than 300 kilometers per hour, and the module will be still there. So at 300 kilometers per hour, your roof might not have any more tiles on, but the modules will be still there. And we also want to be safe. Yeah? So that's why we test beyond the required standards in our certified laboratories. One test simulates the seasons, rising the temperature up to 85 degrees and then putting it low down to -40. And that is demanded by certificates with 200 cycles. And at LG, we take it 600 times. Another test is called DMP test. So there we also go beyond the standards. DMP test means you heat up the climate chamber up to 85 degrees again and keep it at a humidity of 85%. When you think, it's a nice sauna. No. In a sauna, you have 5 to 10% humidity. So therefore, it's more cooking. Yeah? And normally you do that test for 1,000 hours, but we do it 2,000. And that is equivalent to almost a quarter of a year. And personally, this test is for me most impressive. It's a hail test. Yeah? In this test, we shoot an ice ball against the module at different positions. And the module also withstands this. So it handled that too. And by the way, you can review all those tests, videos on our YouTube channel. So you probably think, sounds great, but the modules are much more expensive than others. True, yeah, it is. But when you take the more cost you have on a 10 kilowatt system, it's not just more than a cappuccino per month on 25 years. And regardless of that, the costs are recapped within 10 to 12 years because you gain more energy out of our modules. So what are these modules I'm talking about? The highlight is clear our Neon R. If you want to get the maximum power on your roof, you can't get around this module. Up to 440 watts on 1.91 by 1.04 meter. So that corresponds to 221 watt per square meter. This is made possible by the IBC technology. So when you take a deeper look, you don't see any conductors or bus bars on the front side because they are integrated on the back side. And the plus is, here you get the performance warranty of 92.5% after 25 years. And that is the maximum you can get here. However, these are the best two selling modules we have. It's a Neon H Plus series. In the variant with a white foil, you get up with 420 watts per panel, followed by the Neon H Plus in black, which stands out due its aesthetic appearance and design, for sure. And because it has a black foil, you don't have any reflection to the backside of the cell. And therefore, we have a little less power, but it's still up to 410 watt. So as you can see, you don't find any module below 400 at our portfolio. And what is Neon H Plus? Neon H Plus is the gap-free technology. So we minimize all the gaps between the cells, and therefore we get much more power out of the module on the same size. So it's a special arrangement of the cells, and it increases the efficiency of the module. So if you're wondering which solar panels to install, go and take those from LG Electronics. The top brand in Scandinavia, more energy through innovative technology, an outstanding design, and a quality product resistant with all weather conditions. A worthwhile investment backed by a 25 years performance and product warranty by the global company LG Electronics. And if you like to be a brand ambassador for LG Electronics Solar, become a member of our LG Pro partner program and enjoy exclusive benefits and extensive sales support. Just send me an email. And with that, I say thank you for your trust. And don't forget, the sun does not send a bill.